Welcome, wonderful viewer. My name is Maseka Josh, as usual. Now, this is the VIP, of course, where we invite different experienced people, personalities on different subjects and matters, those who have actually done something and have knowledge to share. Yes, this morning we are having a very wonderful chat with a land fellow, so they say. I am a journalist. I don't know whether I am a land fellow or just a studied person. But it's wonderful having a church elder as well as council advocate on this wonderful chat, and we'll be talking matters to do with company registration. Why do we need companies registered? Do you have a company? You have a business name? You have, what do you have? What is it that you're operating with? Those are the matters that we are going to handle now. A few weeks ago, URSB shut down or put or scrapped off a number of companies for not filing company returns. What does that mean? That is the discussion we're going to engage. And please share, like, subscribe as usual on all our platforms, LC Africa, as we get to hear from Maganjo first, and then we will get to our guest, ladies and gentlemen.
Mu mutima gwa Uganda mulimu ekimera eky'enjawulo era nga kijiddwamu omutindo ogusukkulumye. Eŋŋano ya Jiko nga ekolebwa ab'Amaganjo Grain Millers. Kola ebyokulya eby'omulembe nga okozesa Jiko, owoomerwe ne famiri yo ne ku mikolo gyo. Yimusa omutindo gw'enfumba yo oyimuse essanyu lyo nga okozesa eŋŋano ya Jiko. Ekolebwa ab'Amaganjo Grain Millers. Eŋŋano ya Jiko evaamu ebyokulya ebiwooma nga byagalwa, woomerwa akaseera konna nga okozesa eŋŋano ya Jiko. Maganjo Grain Millers, feeding nations.
Wonderful millet flour, that is Jiko, and the maize flour, and many other products, of course, that make our very wonderful breakfast and the greatest Rolex in this country. Good morning, Elder.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm very fine.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice having you to this wonderful conversation for the very first time.
Yeah.
Just for introduction, we wrote on our flyers, of course, Mr. Amon Twesigye, advocate. What more do they need to know about you?
Well, I'm an advocate. Literally, that's my primary profession, and I do practice law, and I have a law firm that is Legal Link and Company Advocates. We are located at a Shoal House, that's at Bombolot, opposite Watoto, first floor, room number 4, that's where my law firm is. And apart from doing law, I also do tours and travel.
Oh, tours and travel.
Yeah.
So which one is the side hustle of the two?
Tours and travel is the side hustle. I do tours and travel. That one I do it as a hobby. Of course, I like traveling. I like exploring. And so I decided instead of just doing it as just doing it haphazardly, I decided to do it legally.
Okay.
Of course, as a professional, I know what it means to do business just in the corridors. So I decided to register a company to do the tours and travel. So that is Seraphim iWorld Limited. That one takes you places.
Okay.
And that is also licensed with Uganda Tourism Board.
Okay.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Now, who is a lawyer and who is an advocate? Are those two
Who is a lawyer and who is an advocate? Yeah, they are different. When you go to a law school and you study up to graduating with bachelor's, LLB, then you become a lawyer.
Oh, so whoever has graduated from a university
Yeah, from middle
with
school.
LLB is a lawyer,
Yeah, he's a
but
lawyer,
not an advocate.
not an advocate.
So how do I become an advocate?
To become an advocate, you have to go for postgraduate diploma in legal practice, what mostly call LDC.
LDC.
Yeah. So when you go to LDC and you graduate from LDC, then you are qualified to represent clients. When you're a lawyer, you are not allowed to represent clients.
Oh.
Yes. So when you qualify from LDC, then you are allowed to represent clients. So after graduation, you apply to Law Council for certificate of eligibility. So Law Council will have to reassess all your academic journey to confirm that you indeed qualify. Then they give you that certificate of eligibility. You apply to High Court for enrollment. Then High Court will enroll you. That is Chief Registrar will enroll you in the role of advocates. So that's when you called an advocate. So anyone to be called an advocate must be found in the book. Oh, the law of advocates.
LDC already sounds like rocket science and a blockage to so many people's dreams out there. I don't know who put it there. I don't know whether it is just meant to make this profession limited to a few. But we will engage that discussion some other time.
Yeah.
Let's get to company registration. Now, I have generated my thoughts, and I feel I should maybe venture into tours and travel like Seraphim, or I should be into media like LC Africa here. Why is it important anyway to register a company?
Anyone doing business is supposed to have it registered. First, as a legal requirement, but second is for also alignment with regulators, because every industry it has regulators.
Every industry has regulators.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's why you see when you open up a shop or whatever business it is, you will see people from city council showing up on your business asking, well, do you have a license?
Okay.
So those are regulators coming, because different businesses are regulated by different institutions. For instance, you are a journalist.
I was UCC.
So UCC ensures that whatever you're putting out there is in line with the laws and regulations that govern communication. Now you understand. And also you will admit, for example, in your area, that there are those whom you see that they are in your area and they are doing business, but they are not doing it right. You get the point?
Yes.
They are not doing it right. And so that's why regulators are important in these sectors, so that every industry is aligned and is doing that is fit and deemed right for that specific industry. And it is also important to for the integrity of the community and the consumers. So also it is for the consumer protection. You know, even in journalism, there's a lot of communication that can be really harmful.
Oh, yeah, of course. False news, fake news. Is
Exactly.
very,
You
very
know, defamation has it can
defamation,
destroy.
Yeah.
So unless the regulators come in and make sure that there is alignment, then there would be chaos. So that's why it is very important that whoever is doing a business, you have it registered. When you have it registered, it means you are legally recognized. Then when it is registered, then you go for licensing, so that you're following the rules and regulations that govern your industry.
Your industry. I have photographers, videographers operating photography studios, but they never think about company registration. They only want to operate like retail shops. You see, people who operate retail shops selling matchbox, selling candles, selling salt, those ones hardly register. What do I lose if I keep my business in a form of a small business like this retail and never upgrade it to a company kind of situation?
Yeah, there is a lot to lose if you never register your business. Number one, you lose serious business because you lose serious business because, for instance, there is no serious organization that will give you business if you are not registered.
If I'm not registered.
If you're not registered. Number two.
Do they have to check like company registration?
Yeah, they will check always. They will check always. Number two, you are not protected. So you find that people are using names, but those names are not registered. You come to me, I give you business, you work for me, at the end of the day, I don't pay you. You run to look for remedy, maybe you want to sue, you can't sue because your company is not registered.
It's not registered.
You're not licensed to be in that industry. So you're exposed, you're not protected by the law.
So legally, if my business entity is not registered at URSB, it has no certificate of registration or of incorporation, I cannot sue you or take anybody to courts of law.
You can't sue or you can't be sued in that name. So for instance, if LC Africa is not registered, you can't sue as LC Africa because the law does not recognize it. So it never existed in the first place. So you can't say, I did the work, it didn't pay me. The law says you never existed in the first place. So how did you do work?
Maybe I want to take the advantage of not being sued.
You want to take advantage of not being sued, but those who would sue you will not give you business if you can't be sued. So you lose the business in the first place.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you lose business.
Yes.
That is one disadvantage. What is the other?
Another disadvantage, you are not protected, you're exposed. You're exposed. That's why I'm telling you that those who can use you and don't pay you, you find that you have a problem. You hustle to recover. Yeah. Then, of course, you also have, you are committing a crime. It is not allowed to trade when you are not recognized. So that's why,
as a Ugandan, I'm enjoying my country by doing business,
yeah, but it is a
regardless
country
of whether I am registered or not. Yeah, I'm enjoying Uganda.
yes, but Uganda is a country of order. That's what we should also keep in mind. It is a country, but a country with order. With laws that govern it. So if you're Ugandan, you should also follow suit. You should follow the laws that govern the country. Yeah, so that you are a responsible citizen. Yeah, that's why you see, I usually see people like the hawkers running up and down, crying. We are Ugandans, we are being chased out of our country. Yeah, you know, you can feel sorry and sympathy for them, because I know at one point I was also there on the street. But we also need to appreciate the importance of having our businesses registered. And you know, sometimes people just have that assumption that it calls for a lot. Not every company must be registered as a company. Not every business must be registered as a company.
Okay, not every business must be registered as a company.
Yes.
Not every business, not every company must be. Okay, what are you trying to mean in that?
What I'm trying to mean, if a business is still small, you can register it as a sole proprietor. One-man business.
One-man business.
If you, yeah, some people have really very small business, and it is one-man business.
It is just
yes.
Anthony and brothers.
Yes. So you find that is small business. You just need not more than 200,000 to have it registered. and that's it. You have a registered business, you have your certificate, you have your particulars as the owner of that business. So you are trading legally. Then you find that the licenses, they also have categories and the class.
Let's first handle it to this level of registration. Company registration. I want to register my company and trade legally. Where do I start? Is it registered at the chairman's house? At the clan leader's house? Who registers companies?
Now, we have the bureau that is responsible for the registration of companies. In fact, the registration of businesses. That is the Uganda Registration Services Bureau.
So URSB.
URSB. It is responsible for all the legal registrations. So, in fact, even marriage registration was under URSB. It was just of recent been shifted to NILA, but it was also under URSB. But now it was shifted to NILA because it's so much.
It's not business.
Yes, it is not business. But also it is so much has to do with it falls. You can see it falls under it is our citizens and their lives. So this is properly aligned with NILA as opposed to URSB. So URSB registers all the companies. So that's where all registrations are done. Some people can go there themselves as individuals. You go and you want to do registration yourself. But usually for companies, it is a bit complex. For smaller businesses, it is very easy for one to do it themselves. But if it is for a company, if you are at the level of registering your business as a company, it means that sometimes you need an input of an expert, perhaps a lawyer and a tax consultant.
There's now some confusion that is coming up. Someone who is registering something small, I don't know how small, how do I rate that this is small, this is big, and then there's someone who is registering a company. Now, let's try to help our people understand. Who is, okay, what are the types of registration?
One, you can register as a business.
Registering
so
as
business,
a business. What is registering
under
as a
the business? There are categories. There is sole proprietorship.
Sole proprietorship.
There is general partnerships.
General partnerships.
General partnership. This is where you find that you are about two or more. You are coming up together to make a business, and you want to make a partnership as a business. Still, that is still at a smaller rate compared to a company. Then there is joint ventures. Joint ventures, these are also like they operate as partnerships.
So let's go like this. Sole proprietorship. What is a sole proprietorship?
That is one-man show, one-man business.
One man is business,
yes.
Whereby I enjoy the profits alone
and
enjoy the losses alone.
Yeah, and you can be sued alone. Everything is about you.
If it dies, it dies with me.
It is you.
If I die, I die with it.
With it.
What is the advantage of registering sole?
The advantages?
Yes.
The advantages, well, because you are sharing your profit alone, but the disadvantage is also the same. You will suffer the loss alone. Yeah. Two, of course, you know, there are some nature of business where you find that there is less need of other people's input. For example, if it is to do with experts. For example, one is opening up a small business for IT consultant, and it is still at a smaller rate. So you can't partner with that one unless you're also an IT. You get it? Because it's for IT consultants. So you find that if someone maybe is a student, have just graduated from university, they have a skill in IT. Now, instead of just going as individuals, I usually advise you start small. register a sole proprietorship business as an IT consultant. Start small, start offering those services. As you grow and you see that you need staff now, you need a secretary, you need what to do your work and what, then your firm starts growing. You get it, eh? But have it registered. And it registered is easy and cheap and it protects you. That's why I usually say everyone doing a small business, as long as it's business, is very important to have it registered. So coming back to your question, so those are called business names.
Business names.
Then you go to the company. Companies have two types.
So wait, on business names, these are like people who sell merchandise, shops. Abraham and Sons,
yes.
Such business names.
Amon and Sons. Usually, when you see those ones, they are business names. Yes.
Okay.
They are not companies per se, but they are registered business names. So you find that Amon and Sons is there. Amon Enterprises.
Yes. Okay.
Joshua in the family. Yeah, those ones.
But is it really, because now if it's how can a sole proprietorship be called the Joshua and Sons? Because the name already suggests that they are other
sons.
The sons have shares or have some sort of ownership involved. But anyway, that's a discussion for another day. Then you say there's a partnership, general
partnerships. In general partnerships, you have other partners coming in, and they are working with you in the same business. Usually, this applies where people have the same skill or they are doing the same thing. So that's what we usually advise. But sometimes you find some partner with someone who does not have similar skill, but maybe is contributing money to help them run the business. So he's a dormant partner, but he's a partner still. So in general partnerships, we have partnerships limited by limited liability partnerships and those which are not limited. So limited liability partnerships comes with shares also like companies.
Limited liability.
LLP, limited liability partnerships.
What is that? The language is getting complex.
Well, under limited liability partnerships, you come up, let's say we are 5. We are registering LLC Africa. We are all in photography, in the videography. And so your part is to do pictures, my part is to edit pictures, the other part is to promote and sell pictures. So we have got our different contribution. So we sit down and compute. What I'm doing computes to 30% of our business. So you will have 30% share in our business. Then you, Joshua, you are a serious expert in this business. So you have 50%. Then the remaining, they will share the remaining 20. 5 or 10. Yes. So
that is the limited by shares.
Yes. So that means that when you come to check people behind the LLC Africa, then you will know, okay, I talked to so-and-so, but he just has 5 shares. So that means what? That means that he speaks for 5% of the business. So as you deal with people now, it guides you on where decision-making lies.
So the amount of decision that one makes
usually it aligns with the shareholding.
It aligns with
the shareholding, because that's where also, that's how
can there be situations whereby someone who has 5% has more knowledge to share than those who have
knowledge to share is one thing, but the decision is another. Yes.
Somebody with 60% of shares can have wrong decisions.
That is for him to swallow, because that is his business literally. So if I have 60% and I make wrong decisions, if we make losses, it is me making bigger losses.
Bigger losses.
It is my money. You get the point?
I am getting tempted to discuss
Eh.
managing shareholders, but that's another broader discussion that we could engage
Yeah.
on some other day. Is there any other type of registration that?
Yeah, we partnerships, general partnerships, limited liability partnerships. We have societies. Societies now, like Uganda Law Society is a society. Other members like farmers can come to register their society. Coffee farmers can say we
societies and cooperatives.
And
is there any difference?
Yeah, cooperatives, most of them are regarded as circles, and for circles they have been being registered under Ministry of Trade. Yeah, there is a register responsible for that business and the Ministry of Trade. And usually the one responsible for registration of all circles.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we have companies. Companies, they are of two types. We have limited by shares, and limited by guarantee.
Limited by shares and limited by guarantee.
Yes.
Okay, let's start at limited by shares and limited by guarantee. We get to know which one you need, which one you do not need. Let's first go for a short commercial break, and we will be back. Maganjo Grain Millers, still feeding nations.
Mu mutima gwa Uganda mulimu ekimera eky'enjawulo era nga kijiddwamu omutindo ogusukkulumye. Eŋŋano ya Jiko nga ekolebwa ab'Amaganjo Grain Millers. Kola ebyokulya eby'omulembe nga okozesa Jiko, owoomerwe ne famiri yo ne ku mikolo gyo. Yimusa omutindo gw'enfumba yo oyimuse essanyu lyo nga okozesa eŋŋano ya Jiko. Ekolebwa ab'Amaganjo Grain Millers. Eŋŋano ya Jiko evaamu ebyokulya ebiwooma nga byagalwa, woomerwa akaseera konna nga okozesa eŋŋano ya Jiko. Maganjo Grain Millers, feeding nations.
Okay, Maganjo Grain Millers, feeding nations, of course. Thank you for supporting us. Limited by guarantee, limited
By shares.
By shares.
Yes.
What is the difference?
The difference is in the nature of the business or the nature of activities. So if you're doing, for instance, business work that is not to benefit you as a person, but to benefit others, usually they call those like charity organizations. NGOs, charity companies. Then you fall under limited by guarantee.
Oh, so if I am registering an NGO at URSB, I fall under limited by guarantee.
Yes.
Okay.
So all NGOs, they first register company limited by guarantee. Then that company limited by guarantee, when it is registered, you take the constitution to NGO Bureau, also to be registered under NGO Bureau.
Oh, so the NGO registration does not end at URSB?
No.
It continues to some other body?
Yes, it continues to NGO.
Let's finish that. So after I've registered at URSB, they've given me the certificate of incorporation.
And your memats, that's the constitution. And all other relevant forms. Then you proceed to NGO Bureau. So NGO Bureau have also its own requirements. So they have to send you back for recommendations from LC1, LC2, LC3, LC4, LC5, and the DPC. Usually,
depending on where you operate from.
Yeah, from where you're operating from, those are recommendations. So basically, these are to confirm that you are operating in that area and you're doing that those specific activities. If you say I'm taking care of orphans, I am having orphanage homes, or I'm looking after the elderly, whatever activities you're doing in the community, because this is to do with service. So whatever service you're offering, they need those recommendations to confirm that you actually doing those services in those areas.
Okay.
So then, when you come back, they give you the different assessments for payments. Then you go for you wait for registration if they pass.
Isn't that a very tiresome process for someone who is who has little blackboards?
Yeah, it is very tiresome. That's why I'm saying that when it comes to companies, company registrations, they're a bit complex. That's why if you are at the level of registering a company, it means that you are at the level of someone who should be able to pay legal fees, some legal fees. But it's not a lot. It's only that people just want to assume. When you're no farm lawyer.
You see, lawyers or advocates, the whole branding that you put on and the nature of your law firms, normally in the upper stairs of those buildings, a lot of AC, you scare us and we feel intimidated to come to your offices. So even when you talk about company registration, that, oh, it is just little legal fees, we wonder the little legal fees might be millions of money.
Let me tell you, let me be honest with you. You know, I keep saying this, like, you know, well, some people, you know, they call us bad, evil, what, liars. But you see, I keep saying, if we are evil, then we are the necessary evil.
You are the necessary evil.
If we are evil, then we are necessary evil. Like, even if you say we are evil, then but you still, we are that evil that you really need. Yeah, because honestly, lawyers fall in the category that you can't do without.
Can't I just get born and live and die without ever interfacing a lawyer?
Yeah, you can, but just moving in darkness. It is important to know what, you know, sometimes they say whoever announces the danger or doom is not the cause. You get it? If I tell you that if you don't comply, if you don't comply with the regulations, if you don't file returns, your business will be closed. And you say, that lawyer is bad. He's saying my business will be, I'm not the one who will close it because I'm not the regulator. But if you don't comply, that is inevitable.
You are just an anchor of bad news.
Hey, but not the anchor of bad news. For us, usually, actually, that's a bad practice that we have here in Uganda and Africa generally. People want to come to a lawyer when they get problems.
But when should I come?
We are advocates, we are counsel. Our duty is to advise you before the problem comes.
You are not relevant at parties, but at trouble.
Exactly. Yes.
So let's look at the aspect of, yes, registration. It is now time to register. There are a lot of documents that are needed. Form 1, Form 20, Form 18, Form whatever.
Yes.
How do I get this bubble sorted?
You know, previously it was manual. You would have to walk to URSB and present your documents for registration. Then they show you have signed here, there, the what. But of late, because of advancement in technology, they have changed the entire system. Now we have ORSB.
ORSB.
Online Registration Services Bureau.
Mm.
So all business registrations now is done online. From reservation of the name. So reservation of the name is the name you prefer to trade in. LC Africa.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, but limited by shares, capital limited by guarantee. We had understood those who want to register NGOs, what it takes, and we've now learned that your registration doesn't actually end at URSB, but it goes as far as NGO Bureau.
Yes, for that is for limited by guarantee.
For limited by guarantee. So the documents, you are telling us about the online registration.
I was telling you about registrations and how they are done.
How is company registration done?
We start with you, the client. Before we talk about the registration of a company, you need to have the idea of doing business, of doing company. So it is not just about registration first, but about the idea.
Oh, the idea.
The idea. So we start with you, the client. You need to have the idea. And when you tell us the idea, then I will ask you about your objective. What do you want to achieve with that idea? Okay. Because it's not about you have something alone, but the objective you need to achieve. So this helps me to advise. To advise you which type of company should register, which at what level should we start with this company, because different companies have different requirements. If you say my idea is to register, I want to have a pharmacy, for example, I will tell you, okay, that's a good idea. Why do you want to do a pharmacy? Oh, no, I'm a pharmacist, or I like that line of business, and I have expertise of some people I'm going to work with that will help me to make sure that our pharmacy is running. All right. Then I will tell you, okay, the law requires the minimum share capital of a pharmacy is 50 million.
Minimum share capital is 50 million, and you need to have proof of 50 million.
Then another one will come tomorrow and say, you know, I want to register a bank. I want to make a bank. Walala, walala. Oh, okay.
Somebody wants to register a bank.
Hey, I want to make a bank. I'm tired of living just under other people's banks. I want to register mine. Okay, I will tell you, no problem. The minimum capital of the bank is 25 billion.
How do you say Kahayo?
Yeah, so now this is helping me to, I think, to guide you that different companies, whatever business you want to register, they come up with different requirements. Okay. Exactly. So some of these are statutory. They are under the law. Yes, they are under the law. So there are minimum requirements under the law that in this line of business, client or the owner must meet the ABCD. You come, I want to register a security organization. You say, oh, you want to register security, well and good. But you need to first get a clearance from
CDF.
No, IGP.
IGP.
Yes.
Okay.
Clearance must clear you that you are in a good standing, and they will recommend that you can register. So when you submit a reservation of the name, it alerts the registrar of companies, the line of business.
But someone wants to register
a security company because it is mentioned in your name. If you mention the name hospital in your name, it means you want to register a hospital.
A hospital.
Yes.
Minister of Health is alerted.
Yes, it is alerted. If you so different lines of business, when you mentioning them from a reservation end, sometimes the name is not approved until you get a clearance. Yes. If I put in a name for reservation for a law firm, they won't approve until I get a clearance from law council.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if I ever put Masereka and Peace Advocate,
hey, they can't just reserve that name for you. They will ask for a confirmation from law council. So law council must have passed that name first. So the first requirement is to have recommendation from law council accepting that name and recommending.
So objectives is where we understand what the client intends to do with the company.
Yes, to do with the company. Then we go to the second step of reserving that name of your choice. When the name is reserved, that is done online. When that is done, then we go into now extracting forms.
Extracting forms.
Extracting forms.
What are these forms?
They are, okay, different forms. They stand for different functions. So we start with the Form 1. Form 1, this is the, most people call it the beneficial owners form.
Beneficial owners form. Oh, does this outline who benefits from the company?
Yes, the name suggests what it stands for. So this is a new form which has recently been introduced from international standards, because many people own the share companies. Like there's a company going on trading, but people behind it are never known. Yes.
The mafias.
So recent, the beneficial owners form was introduced to make sure that all the people who benefit in this business and their level of command in the business.
Are beneficiaries the same as shareholders?
No. When it comes to company law, it is different. We are not talking about just beneficiaries. We are talking about owners, beneficial owners. So, I don't know beneficiaries in what sense, because if you own the company, your children are beneficiaries.
Oh, okay.
But they are not beneficial owners. The two
they are
not
shareholders.
Exactly. So this form is only for shareholders.
They do not invest in any capital, but they benefit somehow.
They benefit somehow, but they are not beneficial owners. So this form is for the owners, beneficial owners.
So how does one qualify to be a beneficial owner?
You have to be a shareholder.
Yeah, but we said these are different.
No, you're talking about beneficiaries.
Okay.
And the beneficial owners. These are different. So the beneficial owners, that owners is the main point. The owners of the business, owners of the company. Yes. So their shareholding, the right to vote, and the percentage of voting. So here, that's where now we determine on who decides for the company under this form. Yes, you may have a fewer shares, but if you have fewer shares, gives you higher percentage in voting.
Okay.
You get the point?
I get it.
So on that form, that's when you inform the registrar. Whose decision should the registry follow or listen to? So if you have 20% shares, but on the voting right you have 80%, it means every resolution, if it's a special resolution or ordinary resolution, your signature is a must.
Oh. So we want to register the bank account, signature is required.
No, for the bank account, that is now the role of the board. Now, the board, now we are going to that form, next form called Form 20.
Form 20.
Form 20, it will have the particulars of the directors and the company secretary. Now, this form the company board. There is a difference between shareholders and the board members.
Board members.
Yes.
What is the difference?
Okay. Shareholders are the owners of the company. Board members are the people who run the company.
Board members are the people who run the company.
Yes.
Where do these come from?
Okay. Here we have most people running their own company. In Uganda, this is so much common. That's why you see, when you mention a director, majority quickly think that is the owner.
Oh. So somebody can be a director, but without any ownership.
Yeah.
0 shares.
0 shares. And is a director.
Okay.
So people who run the business and people who own the business are distinct. They can be the same, but those are different offices. That's what I want to make clear. To make clear that the owner and the people who run the business may not necessarily be the same person.
So you see, some people think that by being a founder, you directly have ability to run the business.
And that's where the mistake is.
So if it is important to accept that regardless of being the owner, I do not have capacity to run this business, let me
I need
hire
an expert.
a director.
Exactly. So you hire an expert and appoint them as a director.
Okay.
To run the business, to decide on behalf of the business, because they have that technical knowledge and technical expertise to run that business.
Is this now? This is where another question comes in from. If I have my money and I want to run a pharmacy business,
Exactly.
I am not a doctor. I am not even a nurse. I don't even understand any.
You never went to any health institution.
Even injections, I don't know how they look like.
Yes.
But I want to run a pharmacy.
You can register it, and have pharmacists running it for you.
So these become directors? But
In fact, in that line of pharmacy, we have so many people who are doing pharmaceutical businesses, but they have never been in that health institution schools.
For them, they just have their money.
Actually, most pharmacies you see, like 80%, they are not experts in that business. They hire pharmacists.
In other words, I don't have to be a bachelor's degree holder in tourism to own a tourism company.
No, you don't have to.
I just need to have my money.
You may not even know how to speak English.
And then hire a tour guide as a director.
You hire a tour guide, you hire director of operations, director of finance. You hire all of these people to run it for you.
Okay.
You get it, eh?
So let's get to the board. How does the board, is it appointed? Is it
the board is appointed. The board is appointed. If you appoint the board at the registration point, you don't need a resolution. But if you first register the company, then you have to have a resolution appointing the board members. Then, subsequently, removing or adding a board member, you need it still to do a resolution. This resolution is assigned by the owners, shareholders.
Do board members earn salaries?
Yes. Under the law, board members are supposed to earn salaries. It is the shareholders that don't earn salaries.
What do they earn?
They earn dividends.
What is the difference between dividends and salary?
So your salary is the money you're entitled to, or you agree to earn every month.
Every month.
Yes. Then dividends is at the end of the trade period. So after we have removed the operation costs, all the expenses, we have paid the taxes, the remaining money is for us shareholders. So we share according to our shareholding.
That's where the amount of shares makes sense.
That's why it is that's why shareholding is important.
Okay.
Because we have to be clear on how we share the liabilities and also the profits. So the profits are the ones we call dividends. Now,
you see the number of shares, 50. There are cases whereby somebody is the number of shares is determined by how much we all pull together to build this company. We sat and said we want to start a real estate business and said how much do we need? We need 200 million. 200 million, yes. Bring 100, I bring 100.
50-50.
50-50 shares.
Yes.
But then somebody brought their 100 and they went to sleep. Me, I brought my 100 and then I'm putting in all the thinking, all the expertise to run the business. So do I still, don't I have to demand that my expertise, my knowledge be equated to some other 10% shares?
Very good. Not necessarily now on shares, because you are putting in now expertise in operations. So here you are operating in two offices. You are a shareholder and a director, working, operating directly. So that's where now when it comes to that, you need to agree on how much is due someone who's doing all this work. So the director earns how much. So you first earn as a director before you get your share as a shareholder.
Also, as a director now, I should get a salary.
Yes, you should get a salary of the work you're doing for the company. So you'll be getting monthly payment for the work you're doing for the company. Then at the end of the year, After we have audited the books, we have paid all the expenses, we have paid all the taxes, the remaining money we still share in accordance with our shareholding.
Yeah, that's a discussion that we wanted.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful now. Yeah. So these forms, Form 18, Form 20, there's what we call Memorandum of Article, MEMATs, whatever.
MEMATs, it stands for Memorandum and Articles of Association.
And Articles of Association. Who puts those to life?
Much of it, like Articles of Association, much of it is adopted. We adopt from the Company Act. Because the Company Act elaborates on how the companies should run. And you can't say otherwise. You can only add, but you can't reduce.
Okay.
You get the point? And so, so when you look at the articles, you find that they are rich enough. Like, rarely you find anyone who needs to add anything. So we just usually adopt the Articles of Association. It is on a memorandum where we add your objectives now.
Now, in this case, if we are drafting a company constitution, we have to add the things like, oh, if I die, so and so takes my shares.
Yeah, no. You don't have to put that in the memorandum.
We don't put wills in the memorandum.
No.
Okay.
The company, in fact, what we need to appreciate, the company, when the company is registered, it becomes a person.
A person.
Okay.
So
it becomes the person of its own. So that's why we say you appointed the board to run the company. And that's why it is not even a request. It is mandatory. Form 20 is one of the mandatory forms. And the Form 20 appoints the board members. Why? Because, yes, you are the owner of the business, but the business is independent from you.
It is independent from me.
That's what people should appreciate. That me and my business, we are two different entities. That's why if I did your work as an entity, you don't come after me as a person. Even when you are suing, you sue the company, you don't sue me.
So somebody who should sue LC Africa, not me.
Because you're doing this work as LC Africa.
Okay.
You're not just doing this as Joshua. And when we say LC Africa has the way it is doing its work. It has its structures, teamwork, all that. So if you go after Joshua, you are leaving a bigger part of LC Africa behind. You get the point?
There are cases whereby it's still operating as a briefcase company.
Even if it is a briefcase company, even if it is one money company, because even one person can register alone a company nowadays. You can register a single member company. Even if it is a single member company, still business has been distinguished from the owner.
Okay.
So you date with the business. If there's something that never went right, you go after the business, not the person.
We have looked at generally most of those important documents that you need or forms that you need to register, and for more information you can actually reach out to law firms. He will tell us how to reach out to him. But let's answer this straight. I want to register a company in this country. On average, how much do I need?
Now, on average, I can't tell you that this is how much you need until I know what you want to register. Like from the example I told you.
If I want to register a security company, that is different. If
that's very different.
A bank, that is different.
If you want to register a pharmacy, different.
But okay,
so different businesses.
These normal companies of ours. I want to register Juice with the Girls Company Limited.
On average, 1 million should be enough to establish a company, full package.
1 million.
1 million should be able, because now there are minimum requirements. A company must nowadays have postal address, because I told you are different from your company. And its main address now is a postal address, Form 18.
Form 18.
Form 18, its purpose is for the company address.
But from
and
this
the company
PO box thing, is it
Yes.
still relevant today in this digital world?
For you, it's for you to mention that it is not relevant, but for the law it is. That's why you see it has also advanced. PO box, now we have virtual boxes. Many people are now registering for postal address, but they never get the keys. You know, previously you register, when you get
I have a postal address since
And you have your key?
2022. I don't have.
You don't have any key.
I just have the number.
You just have the number.
Which I apply
Yes.
where you asked.
The truth is, it is just I think it is just an operational tool, but it is not being used by the owners. Because I rarely see, even me, I rarely receive mails. You get it? Because there is email. So someone will not go into the sending of the date, he will just send it on the electronically. You get it? Eh? So I agree with you. In the current regime, it is not that so much relevant. But it is a legal requirement. Because that's where officially you communicate to a company.
Oh, okay.
That's why it is registered.
So that is that is some sort of a tax we pay. Box number.
Yes.
That is contributing to the 1 million that you said.
Yeah, it is part of the because now you can't complete the registration without it.
What else do I have to pay for?
To pay for
inclusive of the 1 million.
What else do you get? You get those forms that I'm talking about. Form 20, that is appointing directors. You get first resolutions to help you open a company bank account, because your personal account should be different from a company account. So that's what I'm saying. Certifying the documents which will be required to access the to open the bank account. So basically, that I'm talking about the average man that you need to set your company rolling.
And then
it is registered, it has opened the bank account, it has its postal address.
So if I come to your law firm, I have my 1 million, I want to register. I am sure that of 1 million, all the taxes that I need to pay, like the forms, is catered for in that.
Yeah.
And then the
stamp duty and the registration fees part of that. Yeah.
And the legal fees.
And the legal fees. There is, yes, there is registration fees, there is a stamp duty that is for your life, there is a legal fees. So all that is inclusive. But still, you have to bear in mind that I'm telling you, this applies to
smaller companies that don't have a lot of...
I don't want to call them smaller. I want to say companies that do not have mandatory statutory requirements, which are attracting more fees. Yeah, and also even the same nature of companies, you may say, I want to have share capital of 100 million, for example. That will change the fees that you have to pay. Yes.
So the more capital, the more fees I have to pay.
Yes, the more capital, the more fees. Because the stamp duty is subjected to the capital of the company.
And the legal fees?
Of course, and the legal fees generally. Because if you are given the responsibility of establishing a 10 billion company, it's different from when you are going to be working. Someone tells you, my company is just 5 million. You get it, eh? Yeah. So, the duty of care changes.
Duty of care?
Yes, changes with the
then that's semantics to steal our money by lawyers.
No, it is not just semantics, my brother. Because we are looking at the responsibility that comes with the work you're doing. It changes.
Okay.
And also, maybe before we close that question, our work is actually, in effect, regulated. Much of the fees that we charge, they are all in the advocacy regulations. So we have regulations that stipulate all the fees that we charge. Yeah, so sometimes if
The fees that law firms charge is regulated.
Yes, we are. I will show you if you want.
Doesn't it depend on which lawyer you have gone to?
Well, the regulations leave the room for the lawyer to adjust his fees.
Okay.
But
there is a cap.
There is a guide.
A cap, a guide.
There is a guide. And some of the services, actually, it is specific. Yes.
Land title.
Land title can't be specific. It gives a guide.
Okay.
Because different work that must be done, due diligence, what. Yeah, so it gives, actually it gives between 10% and the 1 or 0.5% there.
Okay.
So depending on the magnitude of the title you're dealing with, is the fees you charge. In fact, when you look at the fees we charge here, most of us, we are just cheated.
There's no possibility where a client cheats a lawyer. It is a lawyer that cheats a client.
I'm telling you, we are cheated.
Highly impossible. maybe it's a village lawyer who has a land Kampala.
No, because you see, I will show you the guide. You will find that the law allows me to charge, for example, land transaction, up to between 10% and 0.5. But now someone comes, you want to buy a property. How much are you buying the property? 3 billion. How much are you paying me and the lawyer? He wants to pay you 10 million. He wants to pay you 20 million. Eh? You should be, that is not enough for that transaction. So even if you accept to work for 20 million for that client, he has cheated you.
10 billion, like how what you mean? 10% on my land. Okay. We will engage that conversation separately because I have a lot of concerns and the public has a lot of concerns on how you make profits of our business, of our money, and its worthiness anyway. Let's end with the question to do with filing returns. What are returns?
Returns is the evidence that the company still lives. It is still alive. Yes.
It is a test for oxygen.
So every company, every year, you must, after the end of the year, you bring returns to the register of companies. So you are telling the company, we are still there.
Oh.
So the returns include what? Returns include who the shareholder is, who the director is, the share capital, the shareholding, like it gives the status of the company.
Oh, status of the company.
Yes. The registrar knows, but that form must be filed by you, the company owner. You get it, eh? So every company must file return. This return comes with the updated status every year, Are we still the same shareholders or one left and we added another one?
Okay.
You get it? Are we still with the same directors or we changed?
Did we change location? Or
yeah, we have experience of many companies where you find that the subscribers, the owners, the one that started the company in 1971, they are still the owners in the registry of companies. But on the ground,
things are different.
Things are different. None of them is still living. Other people took over the business, are still running the business in the same name, but they never updated the registry.
Okay.
So there is no way the registrar will come to know unless you file the return. You get it?
To some of us, return sounds like taxes we fear, like we're going to pay.
It is just 50,000.
50,000?
Yes,
regardless of
return, 50K.
Regardless of capital?
Regardless of capital, all companies pay 50,000 for return.
Okay.
You get it? So you ask yourself, why are companies not filing returns?
So do I need a lawyer to file returns? Or
no. That's something you can do yourself.
How do I do it? Online or physically?
So if you don't have the capacity to do it yourself, then you hire a lawyer. But still you won't charge you more than 100,000.
Charges me 150 to file 50,000.
Yeah.
That's how you survive in Kampala.
It's not survival. We went to school, my brother. It's a service we offer. You see, a lawyer's product or commodity in trade is the time and advice. So sometimes, yes, someone comes to you, you listen to their problem, you give a solution, then you charge them, you are going to pay $1 million for my consultation service. And you say, for what? What have you done? Eh? You see, my time and the advice is what I trade, is what I sell.
Okay.
So you can't say, it's just a signature and a stamp. I can't pay 10 million. Hey, I went to school for that stamp. Can you just go and buy that stamp? No. So for me to put a stamp, it means that I am qualified to put it there.
Land fellows.
You get my point? I'm qualified to put it there. And so the cost is not just for the stamp. In fact, the stamp can be just like 2,000. But the knowledge
applied in putting
it.
In acquiring
is
that
what
stamp,
you pay for.
Is what you pay for.
So people should really appreciate our service.
My company is deregistered because I did not file company returns. How do I get back to life?
Well, it is not. It's not all lost, because I know some companies have been operating, but never updated the registry. So they have reached the level of being deregistered. This is the time now to act. If your company has been deregistered, you can approach us so that we apply to reinstate. You can approach your lawyer, your company secretary, tell them to reinstate your company.
Okay.
So that is if you are still interested in the company.
So if reinstating the company, that means going back to all the forms and filling them afresh?
No, there is a first application that you make with intention to reinstate. Then usually most of these companies, because they have not been compliant.
For example, if I've not filed for 5 years and I now want to make my things right, do I have to file 5 times?
Yes, all those forms must be filed.
Okay.
But it's not something, it is not rocket science.
Not rocket science.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. So people should take this with grace and ease.
Wonderful. I hope you have gotten great knowledge from this conversation and you have learned a thing or two. Do you market law firms?
No, we don't do marketing. I think that's why you have never seen a law firm putting Kalang on NTV or NBS or LSC Africa. Yeah, we don't market because the service we offer, it is a person-to-person service. So people come to you. You don't rule them to. People look for you, recommended to come to you. There is no need to do the advertising. Even that is also in our regulations.
So we will not advertise on this show that you go to.
That you come to Legal Link and
that you go to Legal Link. For this legal advice of filing returns of company registration, we will not advertise. We will not. And we have not advertised.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Mu mutima gwa Uganda mulimu ekimera ekyenjawulo era nga kijiddwamu omutindo ogusukkulumye. Eŋŋano ya Jiko nga ekolebwa ab'amaganjo Grain Millers. Kola ebyokulya eby'omulembe nga okozesa Jiko, owomerwe ne famiri yo ne ku mikolo gyo. Yimusa omutindo gw'enfumba yo, oyimuse essanyu lyo nga okozesa eŋŋano ya Jiko. Ekolebwa ab'amaganjo Grain Millers. Eŋŋano ya Jiko evaamu ebyokulya ebiwooma nga byagalwa, woomerwa akaseera konna nga okozesa eŋŋano ya Jiko. Maganjo Grain Millers, feeding nations.